There are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor. So you was like, where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing. Yeah. And I'm sure working with Jay-Z, you've met Beyoncé. That's right. How was it like meeting her?
Beyoncé is allegedly running and hiding with the kids after Diddy's lawsuits continue to mount and her time is limited, because many people are saying that her husband Jay-Z is next. So Queen Bey gave Jay the impression she was going to be there for him through thick and thin after surviving multiple affairs, but she had to call it quits as Jay is allegedly facing prison time after his alleged involvement with his best friend Diddy in trafficking. Bey is allegedly separating her assets with Jay to protect her brand after allegedly secretly filing for divorce from him back in June. Bey and Jay knew about Diddy's wrongdoings, so they could be considered accessories to the crime, and some are saying they might be a little more involved with the Colombian dancing powder than we originally thought. Bey specifically might be investigated after it was speculated across the internet that she may have allegedly deleted her competition and may have allegedly had Jay's mistress Kathy White murked. This is why Bey is releasing albums and going on concert, because she's trying to stack that paper before the charges rain down.
Poor Riri, poor Riri, poor Rihanna. Not only was she one of Diddy's victims, but also Jay-Z. Now I see how it all ties in together.
Beyoncé
What's going
is
on?
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's gonna be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there.
In a shocking turn of events, Rihanna has allegedly exposed how Beyoncé might play a crucial role in Diddy's ongoing legal troubles by cooperating with federal authorities. With rumors swirling about Diddy's alleged criminal activities, insiders claim that Beyoncé has vital information that could put him in serious jeopardy as the pressure mounts on high-profile celebrities linked to Diddy. Could Queen Bey be the one to tip the scales against him?
Rihanna, man, she had that incident with Chris Brown, that domestic violence. As y'all remember, man, Jay-Z had it so Chris Brown could not perform in the BET Awards. Maybe you seem a little sensitive for a woman that's not his and he's a married man. But now I see, him and Diddy share everything, and they're sharing those herpes too as well, because hey man, through all of this, where's the condoms? There's 1,000 bottles of laced baby oil sitting in Puff's closet, sitting in his bathroom, so he can have access to it when he want to, but not one condom, but personal lube. But hey man, Rihanna, we got you, baby. We know what that man did to you, and he will pay for it.
Rihanna's alleged revelation could add to the growing list of disturbing accusations against Diddy, especially in light of his current legal troubles. If true, her experience further underlines the damaging culture that reportedly thrived in his orbit, where exploitation and manipulation were widespread.
You're going to hear about my party, they're going to be shutting them down, they're going to probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time. Whenever you bring up a different element into people's environment, things that broaden people's horizon, people get intimidated. There's a lot of people out there that feel intimidated by it. It ain't nothing but break it down racial barriers, break it down generation barriers. People from all walks of life. Ron Perlman talking to Jay-Z, Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on. It's just like people from all walks of life connecting and getting together.
Kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to. Okay? So, let's just start to get our groove on a little bit. In an hour, we put the kids away. It's all good. Hey, DJ, let's do it. Come on. Okay, now.
Rihanna has reportedly revealed that she was a victim of disturbing incidents at Diddy's notorious parties, adding her voice to the growing list of unsettling allegations against the music mogul, who has recently been arrested.
Was arrested on Monday, months after federal agents raided his homes. He also faces several civil lawsuits accusing him of sexual assault over the past few decades.
Had they not been filed, there wouldn't have been the media attention, and there wouldn't have been the substance for the feds to take a look under the hood and say, gee, there's something seriously wrong with
Diddy the music mogul is no stranger to throwing lavish parties. However, these parties have recently been under scrutiny due to some serious allegations. It's been reported that Diddy's infamous private parties have been the subject of controversy, with claims of hidden cameras installed throughout his properties in Los Angeles and on Star Island.
Now, some of the lawsuits against Diddy include accusations that folks found out later
they were being recorded getting busy without their consent.
Every billionaire I've been around, bro. So if I go into the bathroom, cut the lights on, cut the flash on my phone, and look at the mirror. If it's got that little hollow circle at the bottom, there's cameras in there. It's all, they're gonna be all through the camera. That's why most times I'm gonna chill in the car.
That Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion, my man, listen here, man. My dudes in Philly, I got some real strong dudes in Philly. They don't play that shit. And they probably embarrassed for the fact to see that Meek Mills, one of the street guys that came out of there, got caught up in this Hollywood shit. This Hollywood shit, whereas that he's dressing the same shit. He dressing like Diddy? Hugged up with Diddy? I think that Lil Rod know a lot of shit, but I know this. Two men dress alike, it's just like two men laying down. When they both get up, they both homos. And that's real talk, bro.
These allegations suggest that every room in Diddy's homes was under surveillance capturing the activities of unsuspecting guests. This has raised serious privacy concerns and questions about consent. The lawsuits claim that these recordings include footage of several celebrities, artists, music label executives, and athletes engaging in illegal activities.
Perhaps most crucial, though, in the lawsuits is that, unbeknownst to Lucian, Diddy also has a ton of hidden cameras all throughout his house, including in his bedroom, which would perhaps suggest the blackmail runs both ways. Maybe he also has blackmail on Lucian Grange. Again, I don't know. I'm just telling you what's in this lawsuit and what we can derive from it if these allegations are true. And again, the fact that there are so many photos in this document at least proves that he does have evidence of some sort.
Federal agents have reportedly found a trove of video footage during their raids on the homes of music mogul Diddy. These videos allegedly feature numerous celebrities and are believed to have been captured by hidden cameras installed throughout Diddy's properties. This discovery has raised the chances that Diddy actually had secret footage of Beyoncé and Jay-Z, which he is using against them. Despite all these allegations, King Combs has still come forward to defend his father and unleashed some serious allegations on Jay-Z and Queen Beyoncé.
I have learned from sources that investigators have found several weapons inside his homes. Several. They also have found videos. It's been reported that Diddy has collected images of people in compromising situations at his residences. TMZ now obtained this video inside his home in Los Angeles after the raid by federal agents. It's reported that Diddy is the target of a sex trafficking investigation that comes after he was hit with a wave of civil lawsuits alleging sexual assault and trafficking. I've also learned exclusively that Diddy is in Miami. Authorities know exactly where he is. They've been in touch with his legal team. Sources tell me he's trying to avoid the paparazzi, and they're telling me he will not be arrested soon. But you know Diddy, right?
Yes.
In what way?
Back in the 90s, I was assigned to the NYPD. I was the hip-hop cop back then, so I had to assist in arresting him in several instances where there was some crimes committed.
What were those arrests for?
One was the Club New York shooting. He was with J-Lo at the time. And the other one was the Steve Stout assault that happened with MTV.
While Beyoncé has maintained silence on the issue, some speculate that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are trying to distance themselves from the fallout. Reports indicate that the power couple might be trying to avoid being implicated, especially as fan theories and media coverage intensify the drama surrounding Diddy's actions. This has fueled speculation that tensions are brewing between these longtime collaborators and friends, particularly as social media continues to buzz about the scandal.
Wait, so hold on. Why is there chatter about Jay-Z being in the same club as Diddy? Allegedly, it's because of his interest in young girls. So rumor has it that Jay-Z exploits young women in the industry. young enough to be his own daughter. Now, if you've been following Jay-Z closely, you'll know that he's far from the wholesome family man he portrays himself to be. So Jay-Z has been under scrutiny for quite some time. Do you guys remember when he was romantically involved with Foxy Brown? Yeah, she was just 15 years old and he was 27. That raised more than a few eyebrows. But wait, there's more. Jay-Z maintains close friendships with Diddy, Russell Simmons, and R. Kelly, each of whom has faced allegations related to their relationships with underage girls. Now, with fresh evidence coming to light, it won't be long before Jay-Z has to address these shady connections.
There are increasing speculations that Jay-Z might be involved in orchestrating Diddy's legal downfall, with rumors suggesting that he set Diddy up as part of a strategic scheme to safeguard his own interests. According to these theories, Jay-Z could be maneuvering behind the scenes, positioning Diddy as the scapegoat for larger controversies within the entertainment industry.
Allegedly set P. Diddy up. Now, this came from what's her name? Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright said that she believed, or she know, that Jay-Z set Puff Daddy up, because he wanted to take his spot and all that. And she broke down how he, did other people in, and she was making a lot of, as crazy as people try to think she is, she did make a lot of sense. Check it out.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He wants to be the one. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life.
For years, insiders like Jaguar Wright have been vocal about Jay-Z's alleged darker side, warning both the public and the music industry about his influence and control. Jaguar Wright, a singer and former collaborator within the neo-soul scene, has repeatedly accused Jay-Z of being involved in questionable dealings and unethical behavior behind the scenes. Wright has alleged that Jay-Z uses his power and influence to manipulate the industry, suggesting that his public persona may hide a more sinister side.
The Jay-Z victims are going to be worse. They're worse because of the psychological torture that comes along with what he does. Like I said,
do you think Jay-Z is scared right now?
Oh, he's terrified. He's terrified. He's losing confidence everywhere. But the only confidence he's worried about keeping secure are those white boys that he worked for. That's his only loyalty. Not even to his wife is he loyal.
But what do you think? And just again, hypothetically, if his kids, as young as they are, ask, "Daddy, who's that man on TV getting arrested? Isn't that your friend?" What would his response be?
He wouldn't respond because he would just laugh.
It's just a little, news item.
Mm-hmm.
So once we had that, we took that and we tried to get more press and do more things, but we were excited because it was like game on, and Jay-Z just wouldn't help. There wasn't social media. MySpace was a thing at the time. Mm-hmm. MySpace was, the thing that was popping, so it was very politics. So radio was owned by the same people, so it was very hard. Like nowadays it's easier,
That's so weird. Like, he was in Rihanna's face, but when it came to actually publicly doing anything to help her career along, he would not give a statement at all.
For sure.
Was she signed to the label at that point?
She was signed through the production team.
Okay, so he had motivation.
I really hit it. I closed fists, like I punched it. And it busted her lip. When I saw it, I was in shock. I was like, fuck, what the hell did I hit her with? So from there, she just spit in my face, like spit blood in my face. And I'm like, hey, we tripping. What the fuck, man? What are we doing? She's trying to grab for my phone. I'm not giving her my phone. She threw it out the window. So she grabs my nuts. And when she do that, I bite her arm and grab her, still trying to drive. And I'm just trying to resolve the situation. I'm not trying to fight any further. I don't want to, I love her. I don't want to hurt my girl. Pull over. I said, look, like, I'm telling you the truth, but I'm crying, she crying. Like, I didn't know she was fucking coming. I didn't know she was coming. She takes the keys out of the car. I mean, it's like she goes to my bitch.
Part 207. The details of Chris Brown's 2009 attack on Rihanna are nothing short of disturbing. When Rihanna called out Chris for being unfaithful, an argument ensued that quickly turned violent. Chris pulled over and tried to force Rihanna out of the car, but her seatbelt prevented it. So he slammed her head against the window and punched her in the face so hard that she started spitting up blood. Chris then started driving, but continued to punch Rihanna in the face with his right hand. Rihanna then pretended to call her assistant, telling her to have the police ready for when she gets home. To this, Chris responded, "You just did the stupidest thing ever. Now I'm really gonna kill you." He soon put her in a headlock and started biting her ear before applying pressure to her carotid arteries, making her slowly lose consciousness. Rihanna then tried to gouge his eyes in an attempt to escape, so Chris started biting her fingers. Rihanna started screaming for help, causing Chris to exit the car and walk home. Brown was later charged with felony assault and sentenced to 5 years probation.
Diddy, this move underscores her commitment to addressing the serious allegations surrounding him and demonstrates her willingness to provide any information that may assist investigators. Her decision to testify adds a significant layer to the ongoing investigation, as it may reveal more about the dynamics within the industry and the events that transpired at Diddy's parties. I had heard of this Jaguar right before, but the things she was saying seemed so outlandish that I just dismissed it as conspiracy theories. I have to hold space for the possibility that, well, maybe it is true. I just can't fathom like Beyoncé being a criminal and like knowingly doing harm and keeping things like I just did so hard to swallow. I don't quite still understand how other people can be involved. Jay-Z doing his own separate criminality apart from Diddy is what she's alleging. Okay, see, I thought all of this had to do with just people who knew Diddy or had heard what was going on over there. I could be mistaken, but I posted a clip on my soon-to-be banned TikTok account. The clip was her talking just about Jay-Z and then talking about Diddy, but she's accusing Jay-Z of his own crimes. It's hard. What don't want to happen is for Diddy to be the scapegoat, and he's the one that's paying for what everyone else has done too. Exactly. And because I feel like there are so many other elites, which is part of the reason probably why they did raid his house, yes, because he has an ongoing investigation. All these allegations got all the evidence exactly, but he has all the evidence against all the people that they're trying to protect. That's my theory. So I'm hoping that more people can be attached to what Diddy has going on, and people will come out and tell about what really happened, instead of just pinning it all on Diddy. What do you think about these shocking claims? Do you believe Beyoncé would actually turn on Diddy, or is this just another industry rumor? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Bye, dear.